So I've had a number of requests to follow up on the Forbes 20B. So this is with scope, which is a 4-power mini. And this is not only made in a rim fire, but they used to make these in a center fire too that has parallax at 150. It weighs under 6 pounds with the scope. So it's at 5 pounds 14 ounces with the scope, and also the covers. I want to talk a little bit about the power of obsession, because I've got a bit obsessive with this rifle. I was determined to make it shoot 3-inch groups at 300 yards, and I finally got very, very close to that goal with 125 grain ballistic tips with H322. And then I tried to match it to a turret that I had, a ballistic turret, and I got the speed up a bit, maybe the pressure's up a bit high, until I realized, you know, what am I doing? That ballistic tip was a more accurate bullet, but I'd probably be better off with a bullet that's just about as accurate, that's a little better on game. So I'm now using 150 AccuBonds, 150 partitions, and 168 TSX bullets. And they don't quite hit the ballistic turret, and then I put the lighter scope on. And you know, I'm hitting out to 300 yards. I'm not quite at under MOA with all my loads. This rifle is a more comfortable 1.25 MOA shooter. I was disappointed with that for a while, but actually, now that I've been shooting a lot, practicing not on the bench, some of the ergonomics of the rifle, this lovely Timney trigger that breaks so clean, I can shoot very well from sitting and from prone with this rifle. So it's very, very light, very, very easy to carry, and 308, great caliber, right up to 300 yards. I was trying to stretch it to 4. I think I'm better off calling this a 300-yard rifle and calling it a day. To give you an idea of just how it shoots on average. This isn't my best shooter, so this is today. I have this upside down. There's 150 grain partitions at with a 1.3-inch group. There's 200 grain spears with a 1.3-inch group, and I got a 1.1-inch group with 168 TSXs. This is all with 4064. Shoots a little better with reloader 15, but you try to find reloader 15 in Canada, it can't be done. So I've switched over to 4064. Seems to be doing a good job. Example from last weekend. There's a 1.1-inch group with the AccuBonds, and there's Remington factory ammo. And I'm shooting the hens and the pigs with great regularity with that. So that's going to be my carry rifle, and this rifle here is a Series 2 300 Weatherby Magnum. It has a 3-9 Leopold with the ballistic tip, and believe it or not, my go-to load with this is 130 grain TSX bullets at 3,550 feet per second, and I'm knocking stuff down right to 400 or 500 yards with this rifle. It's quite remarkable. Uses twice the powder charge as the 308. I'm using 90 grains of 7828 with that's my favorite load. These are guaranteed to shoot into an inch, and this does make that. With that 130 grain TSX, it's shooting about .80, and it holds that right out. I got a 2.5-inch group at 400 yards last weekend, but it is not under 6 pounds. It's under 9 pounds with scope, so it's about 8 pounds 8 ounces, something like that with the scope. Still very good rig. So these are my 230 calibers, which I'm going to use for caribou and sheep this summer. So I'll take you with us. So little follow-up. Thank you.